Hello plant people, welcome to Virescent. I wanted to do a video today about a follow-up on my order of babes, little baby sized plants from the People's Plants. I did this order back in February, I believe. February or March, or beginning of March, something like that. And so it's been about March, April, May, 3 months. So this is sort of a 3-month follow-up for you. One thing that I want to mention about ordering babes from the People's Plants, this is just going to be based on my experience. Baby plants, something to know is they require definitely more care and attention and upkeep. So basically you have to keep a closer eye on them. I find that they like to, their soil needs to be kept a little bit more consistently moist. And you just have to kind of baby them a little more. So that's something to be aware of. Pretty much with all of the babes I got from the People's Plants, well, at least for this order, it didn't happen to the Philodendron or the Zebrina, but the Tiny Dancer and the Regal shields, for some reason, all of the leaves shriveled up pretty much right away, like the next day. They had been shriveled except for one leaf. So it was pretty touch and go. I didn't freak out. I just was like, okay. You know, I guess they were in shock. So I just kept an eye on them, kept them moist, made sure to give them sunlight, but not too much, bright and direct light, and just keep an eye on them basically and try to nurse them through the shock of transport and being planted in new medium and all that jazz. This first one here is the Philodendron Prince of Orange. It has grown a little bit, not a lot. It hasn't put out a lot of new leaves, but it's a baby plant, and I would say it's sort of a slow grower. I haven't tried to push it or anything. You can see this leaf right here is the newest leaf. It was a lot more orange like a week or two ago, but it's transitioning, so the new leaves turn out this orange and then they harden off to green, basically like these other leaves. But you know, I'm really drawn to big plants, and I love big plants, but it's also nice to have some baby plants and have that experience of raising plants from a baby or juvenile size. And my space that I have for plants thanks me that not all of them are huge. So but I'm still really loving this Philodendron Prince of Orange. I actually put it in my loft where the light isn't ideal, but it can withstand my kids being up there and crashing around. So that's the Prince of Orange. I'll put up a card for my original unboxing if you didn't see it, so you can compare and contrast how it looked then to how it looks now. I also have a potting video, I believe, of all these guys, so I will link that later on in the video as well, and I'll also put those links down in the description. So the next one is this Alocasia Tiny Dancer. So like I said, this one has been in a south-facing window, my sliding glass door, and it took a while to come back from one leaf, but I will say once it did start coming back, I wasn't worried about it. It's for a tiny plant and an Alocasia to boot, I consider it to be easy care. I haven't really worried about it too much, and it's come back with quite a few leaves here. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new leaves, and I'm sure it will get more as time goes on over the summer. And you can kind of see it getting that classic It's also, Alocasia Tiny Dancer is also called Buddha's Hand. It has these cute little cupped, pointed leaves. I think there's a name for this type of leaf shape that I heard Summerrain use. Petiolate or pelate, I'm not sure. But it has these kind of cupped little almost heart-shaped leaves. They're really nice and it's really pretty. It's like a really petite plant that can actually get really big, so I'm looking forward to that happening over the years. Next one I have is the, I probably should have gotten 2 hands for this, but oh well, is my Zebrina. Now, because it's a Zebrina and because I don't, you know, this, if you look at the stems here, they are not as sturdy and thick as these guys right here, this Alocasia. They are a little bit more delicate because it's a baby plant. If you look at the Zebrinas, the larger ones that are past the juvenile stage, the stems are more sturdy, but it's a baby plant, so they're still pretty delicate, or at least I would term them as delicate. You can see some of the pattern in the stems that give the Zebrina its name right there. But yeah, this one didn't lose any of its leaves, but I did put it next to my sink where I have a little RO spigot so that I could water it whenever I wanted to. And I've been watering it. I'll let the top of the soil get dry and then I water it with distilled water. So that's what I've been doing. And lately I've been misting the leaves, and I think that's been helping because this little guy just recently, this new leaf popped up. So from the original 3 leaves, they got this leaf right here and this leaf right here. And I would say it's only getting LED light in my kitchen, which isn't that bright. I mean, it is and it isn't. It's down at the countertop level, so from the ceiling, so the light, I would say, I haven't measured it to see how many lux or lumens it is, but it seems to be still doing all right. And it kind of grows slow, but I don't mind. It's probably something to do with the amount of light it's getting. Maybe if it was getting stronger light or more of it, it would be growing faster, but I am not in a hurry. So that's our Zebrina. Oh. There we go. And then last but not least, my Alocasia Regal Shields. So this one did get down to 1 leaf. It did have 4 leaves, but when this leaf was the newest and also the largest came out, the old leaf, one of the old leaves died. So currently it has 3 leaves, but it's really starting to get her legs under her, I think, because this is the biggest leaf. You could see that lovely, gorgeous maroon coloring that the Regal Shield is known for. See the underside of the leaf there. And I think it will only start growing bigger and stronger from here. I've been trying to do a better job of keeping this guy more moist than I have been. I've let it dry out from time to time. Not fully, but almost fully. So it's doing well. And all of these guys have been doing well. So that's my little 3-month update. I'll try to remember to do another one in 6 months so you guys can see a 6-month update as well. But here's the top down. Let's see if I could get it. Top down view of all of them. So hopefully this was informative for you and gives you a better idea of what to expect, or what my experience has been if you order babes from the People's Plants. All right, everybody. Love each other and love your plants.